But I'm joined now by Rajdeep Sardesai, who's seen him off the screen too, met him so many times. Rajdeep, where do we begin when we're talking about Savar, who has such a rich legacy? But what I'd like to talk about is Dharmendra beyond the superstar. Rajdeep, he was referred to as the He-Man, but in so many of the anecdotes I've heard in the last few hours about him, he wasn't really your superhero kind of personality in real life. He was simple, he was humble, he was down to earth, and I think that's what made him so loved.
Absolutely. Even in that obituary, the word simplicity defined Dharmendra. He was always still the boy who would come from a small village in Ludhiana, went through Fagwara, and then eventually came to the Hindi film industry. I don't think he forgot his roots ever, and therefore never had the kind of starry airs that you might find with one-hit wonders today. Dharmendra delivered hit after hit, but if you met him, you felt that you were just meeting another passionate professional. And I still recall Akshita when he became an MP from Bikaner. He didn't come very often to Parliament. When he did, he would sit quietly in Central Hall and would have a cup of chai and would invite the journalists to have a cup of tea with him. And we would just chat about life. And he would mostly listen, never sort of brag about his various achievements in the film world. So it was a rare example of someone, the more successful he became, it seemed the more humble he was. And I think that's what endeared him to so many. You'll never hear anyone say a harsh word about Dharmendra. And think about the range of directors he acted with. As someone who worked with the great Rishikesh Mukherjee and Bimal Roy on one side, but also worked with the likes of Arjun Hingorani, who had given him his first break in cinema in the 1960s, to many others like Ramesh Sippy, who gave him Sholay. Dharmendra's directors loved repeating Dharmendra in film after film because all said and done, he was the most bankable star that you could get and someone who didn't have all the starry airs that often come with stardom. So I think that is something that always stood out. Someone who was very happy to have a cup of chai with you, to crack a joke. He had a nice sense of humor and at the same time never made you feel that you were someone who was talking to this big star of Hindi cinema.
Rajdeep, the way you describe Dharmendra as someone being so simple and down to earth, I know today a lot of fans are asking, why didn't we get a chance to bid one final goodbye to Dharmendra? Do you think that the funeral also is as simple because that's what he believed?
Lonavla, and there he would put out the odd Instagram video. But if you wanted to meet him, you had to go to the farmhouse. Uh, he didn't really like to be seen at flashy star parties. Uh, he was happier being in the company of friends in the privacy of his home. So I guess that was one reason because the Deols themselves have been a very intensely private family. You look at Sunny Deol in particular, who's who rarely but ever will sort of give a spate of interviews. So I think Dharmendra was a product of an age where the pre-social media age, if you want to call it that, the pre-computer age, someone therefore who didn't need the media glare, and maybe even in death, his family decided that a quiet funeral was perhaps a better way to honor and respect him than the tam jam or some kind of a tamasha that may come with a carcade, which often happens when celebrities pass away.
Rajdeep, finally, you always accuse me of not knowing enough about our Hindi film legends. So if you were to recommend to me 5 Dharmendra movies that I should watch tonight, what would they be?
My God, Akshita, you're putting me really on the spot by asking me this question. Okay, let me divide it decade-wise. So if you want to watch films of the 60s, I suggest you watch Phool Aur Patthar and a choice between Anupama and Satyakam. And you can also watch a bit of Hakikat. And you will be teary-eyed watching Hakikat for sure. If you like action, then watch Yado Ki Barat and Jugnu from the 1970s. You can also watch, if you like entertainers, watch both Sholay and Sita or Geeta. If you like comedy, watch Chupke Chupke and Naukri Biwi Ka. and want to see Dharmendra act as a character artist late in his life, then Rocky or Rani Ki Prem Kahani. And that's just a slice that I'm giving you. Because, quite remarkably, there were 2 years. One was in the 1970s. I remember 73. He delivered 11 hits. I don't think any other star,
Yeah.
possibly Rajesh Khanna, has delivered 11 hits in one calendar year, and that is what Dharmendra was. He was a star. He knew he was a star, but he also enjoyed being an actor. I keep telling people who say, was Dharmendra really an actor? I said, when Rishikesh Mukherjee repeats you in film after film, then you must be bloody well a good actor. And that's exactly what Dharmendra was. But above all else, he was a wonderful human being. But don't forget all the films that I've recommended. It's going to take you a long while to finish them.
But I've taken it all down. I've noted them all down, Rajdeep, and I definitely plan to watch them to really, get a sense of some of the best work of Dharmendra. Rajdeep has listed it all down for you there. Thank you very much, Rajdeep, for joining us here. 9 p.m., of course, Rajdeep will be paying a special tribute to the He-Man of Bollywood, as he was referred to, Dharmendra. Thanks, Rajdeep.